check it out. I smashed our window.
Our time in the Reading area didn't totally go as planned, and instead of taking away from all the fun we did have there and all the incredible things we got to see, we didn't want to include this mishap in that video. We thought we'd film a separate video instead. It's definitely not going to be as fun of a video as we normally try to film, but we want to share the highs and lows on this journey to Alaska. And at this point of filming this, we have no idea how this is going to impact our plans.
So to back up a little bit, we started our time in Reading the best way possible, had some great coffee, amazing food, went on a really fun e-bike ride on one of the best bike trails we've ever been on, and I guess it was just going too smooth.
We had a hotel booked for the night at the Americana Modern Hotel, which is in downtown Reading, and when we got there, the parking lot seemed a bit tight for our very large van, so Adam dropped me off, that way he could figure out parking, and I could just go check in and get our room. And as I'm walking up to the lobby, I heard this like crashing, hitting noise, not a good noise that you want to hear, and I thought to myself, and I even turned around to look to see, I was like, oh, I hope that wasn't Adam in the van, and I'll let Adam tell you the rest.
So basically, I was backing into a parking spot and there was a bush back there. Sometimes there's bushes behind me and I can back into them, and you know, they're just kind of bushy, so they give. And so I was backing up, and all of a sudden I hear like a loud crash from the glass breaking, and this bush didn't give. There was like a hidden limb in there that like punctured like the corner of the glass and just shattered the whole thing, and I immediately dropped a bunch of F-bombs.
And then called me.
Yeah.
And told me what happened, and I was in the lobby, which I think helped the situation because I was able to keep my cool better than if I was in public. So I was just like, okay, we'll figure it out. And then I went and saw it, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is not good.
I could definitely tell the tone didn't match the emotions.
I was just trying to be positive. Yeah. Our positivity quickly faded away when we realized what a pickle we got ourselves into. This van is our home, and we now have a hole in our home that could allow uninvited guests to enter our home and jeopardize our safety, Kona's safety, all of our stuff's safety. So yeah, we had no idea what to do. We just started freaking out, and it happened at probably one of the worst times of the day.
Yeah, this happened like in the 4 o'clock hour right at the end of the business day, so we're trying to call like auto glass places, insurance, trying to get some help. And the tricky part is this window is like an aftermarket window, so we don't know like if what we always go with is like Safelite, where we've had problems with our windshield and they've always helped us, but we don't know if they have this kind of window because we installed this ourselves and we just don't know the availability of it, and so we just couldn't get an answer. But thankfully the staff at the hotel was very helpful, and also Danny from Visit Reading, if you ever watch this, you were very helpful. But
yeah, they were all just trying to help us find places to call and places to go and things to do and just like how to sort this out, and very understanding, especially because the video we were filming at the time was a partnership with Visit Reading, and we were like, this is the worst time this could happen. Like, when we actually have a partnership and we're trying to create an extra awesome video, of course something like this happens and derails our plans. So at this point, we have no idea what's going on. We have no idea when the window will get fixed, how long it will take. We're hoping we can finish all the amazing things we wanted to do in the Reading area. By the time you see this video, you'll probably know if that happened or not, but right now we have no idea. And yeah, it's just a mess.
But for now, if you look over Kathryn's left shoulder or right in between us, you can see there's a trash bag, there's some bubble wrap, and then on the outside is an Amazon box with a pretty sweet tape job on the outside.
So that's what we're working with. So we ended up leaving the hotel because we just didn't want to leave the van by itself overnight with a broken window, especially in a busier area. We ended up booking a KOA campsite for the next 5 days near Mount Shasta. That way we can just stay with the van the whole time. We got one with power. That way we don't have to worry about power. We can just sit there and just make sure no one gets into the van. The downside, though, is by the time I looked into booking it, it was after they were closed for the day. So we just drove an hour. We're driving an hour, hoping that they have a site for tonight. We booked the next 4 nights, but we don't know if they have one tonight. So we're hoping they do, because I don't know what we'll do if they don't. And then tomorrow we'll begin the whole journey of calling more places and seeing if anyone has a window. Hopefully we're only here 5 days. We have no idea what to expect at this point.
So they do luckily have a couple sites available, but we don't know how much they cost, but they got something. It's supposed to get down to around freezing tonight, so we're hoping that our Amazon box, bubble wrap, trash bag, window cover, little doggy here, and our heater will keep us warm tonight. So I'll do my best. I'll do my best. So thankfully our makeshift window held up just fine. We felt almost normal in here, just like if there was a window, it didn't get cold at all. But today's mission, to find a window. Okay. That's not our best option now. I thought we called this place that we bought it from, and I thought that they would have them in stock, and like we could drive. It's in near Portland. We could drive up there to grab one. And so she went back on the lot to get one and to see if they had one, and they don't, unfortunately. So we were considering maybe going up there. It's like a 5.5 hour, almost 6 hour drive from here to pick one up. That sounds kind of crazy, but yeah, so that option's out the window. So they are still like waiting for some to come in on a shipment, and it's still going to be like a week before they can ship it out and everything. So
it seems to be the story everywhere.
Seems to be the story at a lot of places, so still calling around to see what we can do. We've called around to a few van supply places, and it looks like it's going to take at least a week before they can get a window to us. So it looks like right now our best option is Safelite, which is great because it'll be covered by insurance, so it won't cost us anything to get it fixed. But the downside is the window that they are bringing isn't tinted, and I'm not 100% sure that it's the right window, so we're just going to have to wait and see. We have an appointment on Monday, which is in a few days from now, so I guess we'll find out then.
All right, it's a few days later, and for the last few days, we've just been hunkered down here at the KOA, getting a lot of work done, editing videos, and just taking advantage of this time that we maybe wouldn't have had before to get some work done. Kona's also had a great time here because she found a deflated football at the dog park, and it brought her immense joy. She loved that thing so much. But it's now Monday, and it's time for our Safelite appointment. We're about to drive about an hour south into Reading, and we're just going to hope that they Safelite repair, Safelite replace.
Just making sure we don't have any cardboard flying away. Let's go down the highway this morning. KOAs are definitely not cheap, and we try to limit our time here, but I'm definitely gonna miss having hookups. All the power we want. All right, let's go get our window. Okay, alright. Alright, thanks. Bye. The glass did not show up on the delivery truck.
No.
That's worst case scenario and very annoying.
Today was the first day in like 5 days that we've been feeling peppy and hopeful. We had plans the rest of the day in Reading to kind of resume the video that we were filming. This is exactly what we feared would happen. Like, they wouldn't have the right glass, it wouldn't come in, just knowing how hard it is to get it. And now we wait for a call from the parts person, I guess with a new date to get this done.
We haven't heard from Safelite yet, and I doubt that whatever they're going to tell us is probably not going to be good news, so I think we're going to take things into our own hands. We're basically going to buy a piece of plexiglass and cut it out so that it'll fit right where the other window was. This might be a little bit of a process. Got to go to Home Depot, find the glass, find some kind of glue, clean up the mess that's back there. I guess this is turning into a van build video, but we'll see how it goes.
It's going to bring back some fun memories.
$100 later. Don't even have the power tool yet. Step number one, making a stencil with some poster board taped up to the van here. There we go.
Adult arts and crafts.
Ta-da! Sprinter windows by A+K. Should be close. Alright, now time to try to scrape off all this other broken glass that's still hanging on and all the adhesive too. Safety first. One little shard. Finally. That was hard. Now we're gonna shave down a little bit of this so we can have a better, smoother surface to glue the deal on. Okay, so I was cutting along this edge here, you can see, and I don't know, I was going too slow or too fast, or it was wobbling and this chip came out. That's no bueno. Trying to figure out if we could fit this on here to like avoid that part. I don't think we can, so I think our plan is to just keep going, cut it out, hold on to this piece and just tape the crap out of it, and hopefully it'll stay, huh? Yes, it's everywhere.
Woo! Our next step is to tint the plexiglass, that way it kind of matches the other window and it doesn't look totally like we made this ourselves. But the only issue is this isn't big enough to cover the entire plexiglass, so I think we're gonna have to do 2 layers, so it's gonna look horrible, but our motto is it'll look better than the Amazon box. There's like creases galore. This is so, it said don't let it crease. This is not gonna work. Well, the tinting did not go so well. It was extremely creased, and then we ripped it, and we don't have enough to try again, so we're having to give up on the tinting. We just have to get this window up. It looks pretty awful just up by itself because it's clear, and you can see the old adhesive, and it just doesn't look very secure. So I don't know, we might try to like cover it with some tape or something later, but we just have to get the window up because we have a few hours of daylight left, and we just need something.
So as you can tell, we got it up, and as you can tell also, we are master plexiglass workers. This is not my best job here. It looks like total
You know what?
Yeah, total you know what. But you know what? It's up there. It's hopefully secure. We're gonna. It's just totally ugly. So this side's black, this side's not. So we bought some black duct tape that we're just gonna kind of stripe across there and try to make it at least match the same color at least, and make it look a hair better.
From far away it actually looks pretty good. Up close it does not. There's a lot of creases and bubbles, but this looks way better than the clear plexiglass, so I'm very happy.
We realize this is not a long-term solution, so tonight we're going to order the correct window from the place that we ordered it from originally, way back when we were building the van, and we're going to have it shipped to a friend's house in Seattle, and we'll be there in about a month, and hopefully this whole ugly thing will last until then. And so when we get there, we'll take this thing down and put the correct one up and be back good as new.
We debated even sharing this debacle because, one, it's definitely different than our regular content, and in our opinion, it's way more boring than our regular content. And also, we recognize that things could have been so much worse. We could have had the window smashed from a break-in. We could have had stuff stolen. There's so many like worst-case scenarios. But for us, this was definitely the biggest mishap we've had on the road.
Heck yeah.
Very, very unexpected, and it's taken about 6 days of our life. So we felt weird not sharing it because we don't want to just share the fun travel times. We want to share the moments that aren't as great because it's all part of the adventure.
But we're back in Reading, and we're hoping to finish out almost everything that we plan to do. So by the time you see this video, those videos will be out, and please go check those out because we have been so excited to visit here for a couple months now.
But some final parting words and advice for all of you at home. Don't back up into a bush. There it is.
Sight.
Where it happened. Let's see if we can find the bush. The dreaded bush is in there. Back there. Oh, there's someone there. Be careful.
There.
Be careful where you park your car, people.
Someone hasn't cut it down for me yet.
They probably named it like the Adam Fraser.
Yeah. The memorial
memorial destruction tree.
dummy bush.
The dummy bush.